What's doing? Welcome to another episode. Ignore this bit of Pirate Pete action going on. It's booked in to get fixed. Let's get stuck into some N80 action. Yo, Alec!
Yes.
What are you doing?
Just labelling my wires on my speaker wire, which is already labelled.
Speaking of speakers, I might get you a microphone so I can hear what you're talking about. Okay. So Alec's doing some stuff. There's things everywhere. There's door trims off. There's kick panels off. Half my stereo, my dash, my glove box are missing. Let's find out what he's doing. Take two. Alec, what are you doing?
All right, so just wiring up the speakers. I've just got some speaker wire here.
Well, they don't know what you're wiring up speakers for. What are we wiring speakers up for?
For your fucking boombox. I don't think I know what I'm wiring up speakers for either, to be honest.
Get it out, Alec. Pull it out. The thing you're wiring up, not the other thing.
Wiring that up?
Why? Yeah, but where does that go, Alec?
To the speaker.
Well, where's it going from the speaker?
To the box.
Oh my! What are?
wait. Start again. To the amplifier.
Oh, he's worked it out. Right. So we're wiring it to an amplifier.
Yep.
Where is said amplifier?
Amplifier is going under the seat.
But so where would it be? Oh, he found it.
It's my first time on YouTube, so you'll have to bear with me. Here we go.
All right. So we have what we got? A digital bass thing from is a Pioneer. I'm pretty sure it's got Pioneer on the side front thing here. Just there. Yep. He's useless with the demo. Yep. So it's a Pioneer under seat subwoofer, and it's going to go in under there and tuck under the seat. We're going to secure that under the floor mat, but it'll be covered up. And he's going to pick up some wiring from that side of the speaker there for the speaker input, and we're going to pick up one from in here as well. Same thing in the B panel. Earth will be able to go to the B panel, and then power it will be picking up from the same spot my UHF does up in that. My UHF does up in there. So we'll get stuck into some wiring, and as he's going along we'll show you what he's doing. He looks pumped. And we'll get stuck into the wiring. It's just a basic one. I think it was $200 or $300. It wasn't very expensive. I'll show you the box now actually. It comes with a little handheld remote which gets mounted onto the center console so you can control it all. And basically picks up off the speakers. To give you a bit more kick, you can change speakers over something a little bit better as well, obviously. This is just stage one, and it had a bit of a special on, so I picked it up, but I'll show you the box now. What are you doing?
I just freeze.
What are you doing with a dipstick to do wiring?
I've got my Josh, which is my dipstick, and I'm gonna use that to thread the wires through.
Righto,
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh will love that. So this is what I got. It's just a Pioneer 160 watt little subwoofer doofer, but yeah, it comes with this remote here, which is here. So it comes with a little remote, and it's got all the gear on it to control frequency and gain, phase and bass mode. So they'll control that. Just plugs in like a Cat 5 cable, and should do what I want to do. Give it a little bit of extra kick under the seat. So nothing fancy. Like I said, it's just power, earth. Remote wire, and then we just wire it into the car and mount it on the seat. So you can put it in behind the seat, you can put it under seats, you can put it wherever you want, really. It's pretty slimline, but we're going to tuck mine under the passenger seat. I probably might just Velcro it under the seat, so it's not too hard to try and mount and have to screw to the floor. It ain't going to go anywhere. It's going to be secured under the seat, and the floor mat's going to hold it in place. It's not like we're rally packing this thing anyway. So hopefully we get some better sound, a bit more kick when we're doing some big trips. And let's see how it goes. So what are you doing now, Alec? You've done some things?
Yeah, so I've just run my wires. I've got my driver's side wires here for the speaker, got the passenger side here, and then just to check what way they're wired up, so which one's your positive, which one's your negative. Just get a little battery, hold it on, and the speaker will move out if it's wired the right way. So that's your positive. If you do it the wrong way around, the speaker will suck in.
There you go. Hot tip.
Little trick for you.
Hot tip with Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I've run my power wire here. That's going around to the front of the car where we got the fuse box.
Yep.
And I'm just about to wire that in.
All right, cool. So that's just going up on the kick panel where the UHF goes.
Yep.
Yep. So that's just going to go to a jumper.
Yep.
And then you can power off that, and then pretty much ready to go.
Yeah, pretty much.
We'll have all the doofs this afternoon.
Yeah, we will. We'll be partying this RV.
All right, get stuck in, put some trims back together, and we'll come back around.
Yep, beautiful.
All right, so he has wires there ready to be plugged in. We have speaker wires there, and power and earth wires there. They go in up into the B panel thing. What is that? Yeah, B panel. Yeah, we'll go with that. There. So door trims are back on both sides. Dash is semi back together.
It's going back together. I've got the power wire that we've run along here. That's going into a fuse panel.
You're just using a jumper cable in there.
Yeah, just one of those little add a fuse things that plugs in there. Powered up. Then I'll put the trim back together and.
Well, how about we stuff the trim and we just plug the sub in and we see if it works and get the doof.
Yeah, get some beats going.
Let's get the doof.
Doof.
Get a doof. Doof. All right, so Alex is now going to connect his phone. He's not on microphone, so I've only got one mic running, so you just have to put up with his dodgy voice. He's pairing up. It's in. It's all back together. I'll come around the other side and show you where the amp is. But it is in and working, and the doof works. So while he's trying to connect his phone to the head unit, I'll show you where it is mounted. So it's now mounted under the seat. We've Velcroed that in, so it's going to be tucked on the seat, and then the floor mat sits in and sort of hides over top and protects it, and the seat's obviously all the way forward, so when you bring the seat back it's all covered under there and you'll be protected anyway. So you can't see any wiring, you can't see anything, the subs are sitting there Velcroed in. And let's do a demo of what it sounds like when Alec works out how to use Bluetooth. Are you capable, mate?
Yeah, trying to connect a new one.
So we'll get him connected and we'll do a sound test. Alright, so we've got some music playing. Hopefully I don't get kicked off for copyright. We have a controller here ready to go. Alex's thing's playing. Let's just go back here so we can see what's going on. It's now playing. I'll turn this up quickly so we don't get kicked off. But that's, I don't know if you can hear it obviously, but that's no gain on the amp. And if I roll this in, so you can actually see a big difference. So I'll try and do it again so you can see we don't get kicked off. But what are your thoughts, Alex, for a $250 unit?
It's not bad. It's worth the money.
Yeah. So that's so now just to show you again, that's no amp on, nothing down here. So yeah, it's definitely not a 15-inch on and off there, but yeah, it's definitely no 15-inch big kicker and 1000-watt amp and all that sort of stuff. But for 200 something bucks, an hour or two of fitting, something you can probably do yourself. If not, by all means bring it in. There are other brands, Kicker, Pioneer, Sony, all those things, they all do it. But if you're interested, they're cheap, easy enough to fit. We just picked up some power down in the accessories socket down there with just a piggyback fuse and an earth and then the speakers, and it's done. The remote control comes up here and sits in the center console, and you can turn that up and down. So if you don't want to have any doof, you don't have to, you can turn it down, but if you want the doof, it's there. So that's it for the Hilux on this one. We do have another one coming up shortly with another mod. Alex is actually going to do it now, but I'll put in another episode. So hit that like, hit subscribe, leave us comments what you want to see next on the Hilux, and if you like my doof, and we'll see you on the next one.